Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive, and it's time now for us to take your queries on Office Selector. Bert joins us as always. Bert, our first question comes into us from Namrata. Her family has just migrated from California. She wants to know what car she should buy. Namrata, go ahead. Ask your question.
Thanks, Shireen. Hi, Bert. My family and I moved to Bombay from the U.S., and my father is looking to buy a luxury sedan. Since he isn't too keen on driving, he's looking for important aspects like comfortable rear seats and a comfortable drive. His budget is around 50 lakhs, and he's narrowed down his options to brands like the Jaguar, Mercedes, and Audi. Which would you suggest for him to pick?
Well, Namrata, there is just one car in the business that offers the best rear seat, especially in terms of comfort, in terms of luxury, in terms of opulence, in terms of features, and that has to be the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Among all the comparison tests that we've done, that's the one area where the E-Class clearly outshines everything else in the segment. It may not be a great car to drive, but definitely the rear seat is the best place to be inside the Mercedes. So that car also fits in within your budget. It is under 50 lakh rupees, roughly ranges from about 42 to 50 lakh rupees. You can go onto our website overdrive.in and you will get all the details in the search engine out there. It'll show you all the prices, the options and the features you get on the E-Class as well. So yeah, go through that. We think the E-Class should definitely suit your dad.
Well, Namrata, here's wishing you and your family the very best of luck. On that note, our next question, this one comes into us from Adrian. Adrian, go ahead.
Hi Bert, this is Adrian. I've got a 2008 Royal Enfield Thunderbird. But the thing is, it's beginning to see a lot of corrosion around the metal parts, which is quite common in Mumbai, especially during the monsoons. And the anti-rust treatment, though helpful, isn't really a long-term solution. So what do you recommend of tackling corrosion, especially around the non-exposed metal parts of the bike? And yes, I want to avoid stripping the entire bike and sending off the metal parts for a paint job.
Adrian, anti-rust is the only solution for any motorcycle if you want to prevent rusting, at least of metal parts. There's no other solution around it. The other thing you could probably do is make sure your bike is kept clean once you ride it back home every night. Give it a rub down, wipe it off, wipe all the water drops off the bike, at least all the exposed metal parts. Cover the motorcycle with a rain cover, and once a weekend, just give it a pressure wash, keep your bike clean in that sense, and that should ensure that there is no rust developing on the motorcycle.
And but our final question this week comes into us from Bhavin Mehta. His question is simple. When can we expect a diesel engine in a Honda City?
Well, Bhavin, Honda plans to come out with the diesel City, but it's not expected anytime soon. It will take them at least a year to year and a half for that car to come out. Give it about 18 months is when that car should be ready for the Indian market. In the meantime, Honda is also working on getting the CRV diesel into India, as well as the Jazz diesel, the Jazz diesel especially, it probably happened by the middle of 2014, May to about August or September is when that car is expected to come into the Indian market. So look out for that car. I promise you that will be a fantastic experience.
That wraps up Auto Selector for this week. As always, keep your questions coming in to helpdesk@overdrive.co.in. If you want to join us on the show, tell us. We will send a camera across to you. It is now time for us to wrap up everything that's making news in the world of auto.
10 months after hitting the Indian roads, Mercedes-Benz B-Class has a diesel counterpart. The German giant launched a car earlier this week priced at 22.60 lakh rupees ex-showroom Mumbai. The B180 CDI runs on a 2.2-litre 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces 250 Nm of torque and 109 brake horsepower. The B-Class touches top speed at 190 km per hour. The car is being marketed as a luxury tourer, and therefore its 50-litre tank capacity and a claimed mileage of 18.98 km to the litre will ensure long runs.
India is a diesel market, and as well in the brand of Mercedes-Benz, we see a share of 80% diesel, what means that the B180 CDI, what is right behind me, will play a really important role in our portfolio in future.
Along with the recently launched A-Class hatchback, Mercedes is hoping for the B-Class to be a volume player in the crowded luxury car space. This is the 5th launch from the Mercedes stable in this calendar year. Japanese two-wheeler maker Honda is going all out in its bid to increase its market share in the commuter bike segment. Launched this week, the Dream Neo will be Honda's entry-level bike in the country and is a more advanced version of the Dream Yuga. Over the latter, it boasts of features like intelligent ignition control and Honda Eco technology. The power and torque figures remain the same at 8.36 PS and 8.63 Nm of torque, but with the new technology, Honda is claiming an improved mileage of 84 km to the litre. The 3 trims of the Dream Neo will range between 46,000 and 50,000 rupees ex-showroom Mumbai. The top-of-the-line trim gets alloy wheels, tubeless tires and an electric start. Ford India, in a commendable move, announced the recall of its recently launched car, the Ford EcoSport's diesel variants. The company discovered in its routine checks a potential concern with the glow plug module, which led to starting problems in the car. This is a minor mechanical fault and only 972 vehicles have been affected. No accidents or injuries have been reported as a consequence of this issue. This, however, hasn't dampened the popularity of this compact SUV, as the company reports a 14% rise in sales since its launch earlier this month. This week we have tips for driving in the rain. First up, stay towards the middle lanes. Standing water tends to pool on the outside lanes. Make sure to turn your headlights on while driving in rain, heavily overcast or foggy conditions. It will help you see better and make you more visible to oncoming traffic. And finally, show some courtesy to pedestrians and two-wheelers and avoid splashing them if possible.
Time for us to take a break here on Overdrive, but when we return, we'll tell you how you can bleep out the noise on the street.